Hello, Mr. Jordan. This is my space exploration reflection video. So first of all, to answer your questions, the name of the furthest man-made object from the Earth is Voyager 1, and it was it's at over 13 billion miles away from Earth, which is amazing. I was not able to access or to view the International Space Station because of the cloud cover this week. It said that it would have been visible at 6:23 on Friday morning, but I wasn't able to see it. However, I have seen it just a couple weeks ago at about 9:30 p.m. shooting across the sky. Obviously not as fast as a shooting star, but very quickly, and it was very interesting. It was probably only visible for like 2 minutes as fast as it was moving. And yeah, it was about 9:30, so like a little bit after dusk. But it was really neat to see that, but I didn't get to see it this week. Let's see. One thing that I noticed this week that we had talked about was if space exploration was going to save the human race, and I don't think that this is true. I think that's kind of dramatic, just because I'm personally a believer in Christ, so I don't think that this saving of the human race is going to come by man, because we live in a sinful world, and we are not going to be able to save it by ourselves. So I do not think that going to space is going to be how we save the human race, but that's just my opinion. I think that the further we want to travel, obviously the further we want to travel, the more fuel that we need. And you had said that when that giant space, I think rocket shoots up into the air, 80% of its fuel is used just to get it 6 feet off the ground, which I thought was amazing. So I think logically, obviously I'm sure everybody realizes this, it's just a matter of putting it into practice, but it seems like we just need lighter, more efficient fuel to travel farther. So if people are just trying to find more efficient, lighter fuel, then we should be able to travel pretty far into space. I think that space travel is very interesting. And on Wednesday you were talking about, like, why is this important? You guys probably think this is so boring, which I don't. I think that space travel is amazing. The idea that there's so much out there besides just our Earth is crazy, and the fact that all of this happened just not in my lifetime, but the generation before me, that's craziness. Like, people are in space. I think that's so cool. I think that this is important because not necessarily to save the human race, but there's obviously very valuable resources in space, minerals, precious minerals, or just useful minerals that we are going to exhaust here. Our resources are going to be exhausted here, and I think that it would be important to be able to harvest resources from space and maybe bring them back to Earth. I think that would be important. And then someone had said, maybe it was on a video, I can't remember if it was you, video, or someone in class had said that we are an invasive species. And like I said before, I am personally a believer, and I don't think that we're an invasive species. I think that the world is being destroyed because we live in a sinful world. So, not necessarily we're an invasive species, it just so happens that we don't live in a perfect world, so it's being destroyed in general. I do think that there are evil people in the world and people who don't take care of the world that they're in, but I don't think that we're an invasive species, I guess. Felt like that was a little harsh. I don't really know how to word what I'm trying to say other than, like, living in a sinful world is what's destroying it. Anyway, but yes, a short week, but very interesting content. I really enjoyed it. I think that it is important for us to learn and understand at least a little bit about space travel, because it's happening and it's a huge part of our history, world history, but also American history, and that we were very, like, it was a crucial part of world history for a long time. So yes, that is my reflection of this week. I enjoyed it.